You want to know the secret to improving at mixing, producing, writing your own music, any of it? I'll tell you. It took me a long time to realize it, but this is the secret. Never get comfortable. What does that mean? We got to unpack it for a second. Never get comfortable means the way I preach to you, if you are not comfortable mixing music at a low volume, work at it. Get comfortable with it because you'll be able to regain perspective that way. That's what I'm saying. If I am telling you how I love mixing hybrid in the box and out of the box, what does that mean? It means that I'm not comfortable mixing in the box. So what should I do? Get comfortable mixing in the box. That's what I should do. And that's what I'm gonna do because I preach to you guys this concept of train for what you're trying to do ultimately. Train for the end goal. And for me, the end goal is to be able to mix all over the place. Granted, I am where I am right now. I'm in one location and I can mix in a hybrid way. And I love it. I love the gear I have. And I think I can get a better sound than I can get in the box because of this gear I have. But that is a comfort. That is a very soft pillow, mattress, bed type situation with memory foam and the ability to give you a back massage when you're sleeping. That's too comfortable. I recognize this, and I don't like it. I don't like how comfortable it is. It also means that if I get lucky enough to get somewhere further than I am right now, let's say, where all of a sudden now they want me to work with somebody who isn't near me, well, what am I going to do? I'm going to say, no, sorry, I got to stay with my gear. I can't go and do what you want me to do. No shot. This guy is saying that. No chance. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my stuff and I'm going to get good now because I'm training for the then. I'm training for the future. So my goal here is to get stronger. And since I'm so uncomfortable working in the box alone, I need to get good at that. And what I recognized after watching enough Andrew Shep's interviews was he basically had to make a decision when Chad Blake he was actually going out to dinner or something with Chad Blake and they were good at, like, it occurred to him, he's got no excuses anymore at that point. So he decided to work harder to be able to make it happen in the box. It was his catalyst to being able to switch was having the motivation of he's about to hang out with this guy who does that only. What's his excuse now? So that's where I'm sort of at is I can do this. I can do this in a way that I'm very happy with. You know what I can't do? Mix in the box in a way that I'm very happy with. So being honest with yourself is something that you'll hear me say constantly because once I realize that I'm sort of locked in to this one way of thinking that this is the best and this is the only way, I already know there's a part of my brain that's like, man, what are you talking about? And if I have the skills that I think I have, then I should be able to figure that out. Given enough time and enough training. You can't just wake up and start boxing and pretend you're going to get in the ring with Mike Tyson and be great. It ain't the way it works. You got to train to be great. Train to be able to be in that situation and kill it. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to train to do that. I'm also about to train to wear headphones to mix because part of this also, I've sort of unpacked my whole understanding of the video I made about how it's outboard gear different from mixing in the box, and I 100% believe everything I said in there. It is easier to be able to find the end goal being the bathroom in that video, as if it's your private bathroom right next door, 100% easier. But then it's up to me to get good enough where I can find that freaking public bathroom, the TARDIS, the flying, moving bathroom with no tracking device. It's up to me to get good enough to be able to find that. And that's what I'm going to do, because if I value improvement, if I value growth the way that I preach that I do, why can't I do that? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm putting all my focus into learning how to do that and give myself the same edge that anybody else would have. If they were being called somewhere to work on something, they might be able to do it all in the box and all using headphones, because my speakers in my room, I understand the way they sound. I understand my NS10s. I understand my Barefoots. I have room treatment all over the place. I have the ability to really hear what's going on in an amazing way. And I'm not comfortable in headphones. So what does that mean? It means I'm going to get comfortable in headphones. This is the way you improve. And if you love this thing that we're doing, this mixing thing, this production thing, if you love music, even if you're just an artist, you're only comfortable on one instrument, get comfortable working in some other way too. You only write with this and this. Well, get comfortable doing it in another way. You will open up doors for yourself. You will be able to reach a path you could not possibly see if you never did that. And that's what I'm hoping for, because one thing I know is I love doing this. I love mixing. I love making music, production. I love it. So why put roadblocks in my own way in the form of beliefs that I have that this could only be done one way? Ridiculous. I should not be thinking that way. And I'm sharing this with you because anybody who's in the same position should not be thinking this way. It certainly is possible to do things in all ways. That's why you got a Serban who's I say, oh, Serban, it's so funny. His name is Serban, right? One of the best mixers ever. And the dude is mixing for Post Malone and he's mixing for Pearl Jam. The dude mixes, I think he mixed the Rolling Stone stuff. The guy's mixing everything. I'm not positive on that, but he's been mixing all genres. You could listen to different Spotify stations and just nothing but him constantly. And this is the point that I'm trying to make here, is that if it's possible for an Andrew Sheps, a Chad Blake, Serban, then it's possible for anybody who wants it bad enough. They are special, right? But if we train hard enough, we can all become that too. Mike Tyson said this many, many times. People always ask him, is it God-given ability? Like, what is it that you have that other people don't have? No, none of it's God-given. It was trained. It was a thing that he had to do. He had to become better. He needed it. And in that, he also had the coaching, and that allowed him to get there, because that's what it is. It's innate human will and desire. That will allow you to reach your full potential. And if we just put anything in our way, including our own beliefs, we will never get there. So that's why all that matters to me is mixing on headphones now, because I can't do it. I'm not as good. So I have to become as good. I'm going to train for that. Same thing with mixing in the box. I don't know if I could do that as well because I'm so comfortable using my outboard gear. But guess what? I'm about to become comfortable doing it. And you guys should do the same thing. Whatever it is you aren't good with, if you think you're not good with compression, work on compression every day. Listen to different compressors. Just do nothing but listen to your own stuff you've made and mess with different compressors. If you can't hear the difference in the release times affecting the time feel and the groove, just mess with different ones. Listen to the difference between a Neve 2254 style, compressor, and then listen to something like a Fairchild. Listen to what an 1176 does. Just compare. The same thing with multiband. If you're not good with a multiband compressor, get good with it. Use it enough and you'll get good with it. It's so simple. It's not get good with it, so just pull it up and now you're good with it. It's pull it up every day. Pull it up consistently. You experiment. Use tactics you haven't used before, and you will one day, it will click. You'll get it. This is the same for everyone. I'm not special. You guys got this. All right, if you do me a favor, if you got this, let me know what you're going to change. Throw it into the comment section. So maybe it's something I should work on, and maybe I should reflect on that too. And I want to hear it. Throw it in the comment section. Hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. This is Evan Jaffe, Custom Cut Studios. You guys got this.